clearly the season hasn't panned out how any of us would have hoped. I mean, it's a big question, but what's gone wrong in your eyes? What's not worked this year? Or is it a number of things?
Yeah, I mean, where do you start and how long do we have, Martin? It's I don't think it's any one thing. I really don't. I mean, I'm closely connected with the club. It's been a huge part of my life, and I love having the connection that I have with the club now, with the foundation, with the club as an ambassador as well. Um, it's tough for all of us. Everybody wants to do well. We want success. Whatever that might look like for us as a football club. But you can't deny this season's been a pretty dreadful one on the pitch, and it's a shame because there's so much hard work that is going on, not just by the team and the staff, but the various members of the team and you know people at the club that are working hard off the pitch as well to make everything come together and be a success. And it's just a shame that results on the pitch this season haven't worked out. And as I say, it's not just any one reason. There's probably a combination of reasons and a number that have meant that we've only won those 2 games this season, which seems crazy really saying that. But we've got to always look forward, learn from this. I think that's a big thing as well. If you come through any adversity or difficult times, you've got to learn lessons from that and reflect upon it. It's all well and good looking back on the good times and enjoying those and thinking that they're going to be there forever. And football's not like that. Life's not like that. Everyone faces difficulties, setbacks. It's how you respond to it and how you learn from those lessons. So, there'll be that time of reflection, I'm sure, once the final whistle blows against Arsenal on Sunday, and then it's very much working towards and thinking towards what can be a successful season next year.
A lot of people have said that we needed a Benali, a Dodd, a Letizier in the dressing room. Like a big character that could drive everybody on. Do you think those type of players still exist, or is it unfair on modern footballers to say? Often the accusation is that they don't care or they're not trying. Is that unfair?
They care, yeah, they care for sure. I mean, sometimes as supporters, it's easy to think that they don't care and they don't maybe show what we see or perceive as you know wanting to be as successful, giving everything. But football is different, and players are different now. But I guess to label them sort of not wanting to be successful and give everything, I just the name that pops in my head straight away would be our captain Jack Stevens. If there's somebody that gives everything, wants the best for the football club, wants to be successful, whatever that looks like, and the aim is, he typifies that. And I know he comes in for quite a bit of criticism from some sections of the supporters. I was there. I had it as a player, and I sort of I sympathise for that. But I know what Jack's like and what it means to him as well. And so you need people like that within the dressing room, and not everybody's like that. Maybe Jack is a little bit sort of like the old school, sort of kind of personalities and characters from my kind of era, as you mentioned with the other
Mm,
guys. And
mm.
you need people like that. Everybody's different, and the sport's different, and the game's different now. But the one thing that remains is like the love and the passion that we all have for our football club, and that's just been typified, hasn't it, by the support that in a season that the supporters could very easily have turned on the team and on the club. They haven't done that. There might have been moments where there's been moans and groans, but and that would have been completely justified as well, given the season we've had. But on the whole, the support has been absolutely incredible. So I certainly hope that that what we see on the pitch next season is some kind of payback for the support they've had this year.
Mm. Well, the new manager looks like will be announced soon. What's he got to do first? Is it about morale or getting in and having a look under the bonnet?
I've always come back to this. Personally, I know there's a turnover of managers, and this one, I think, for the club and Sport Republic is they've got to get this one right. There's it hasn't worked out. With some of the recent sort of appointments, and it's a big one. It's a big summer for us. There'll be coming and goings with players, I'm sure, and whoever comes in and is appointed as the manager, it's going to be a big job. But it's an exciting one, and hopefully one that will be a successful one next season. But I think I'd like to see someone in the position for some time that can hopefully build our way back to the Premier League, and bring players through from the academy. You know, we love that as players, and as somebody that's come through that pathway myself, I think that'd be great to see more of. So I just know everyone behind the scenes is working towards that. So whoever is going to be the person in the hot seat, I just wish them every success. I hope it's going to be the right person, and somebody that can take all of us on an upwards journey.
Let's finish with the positive. What are the positives to take into next season? You're a positive guy, aren't you? And I know you've mentioned a few. What have we got to be excited about next year? Maybe the
Uh,
South Coast derbies.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's for sure. You know, I know when the fixture lists are going to be coming out, everybody, every single person, you know, whether you're a Saints fan, a Portsmouth fan, they're looking for those two fixtures in the calendar, and when they're going to be along, because those are going to be the two biggest games for sure in so many ways, and it'd be a great opportunity to renew that rivalry again. But it's, you know, it's a bigger picture than that. It's not just two games against our rivals. It's the aim of bouncing back, and how we respond to what has been a dreadful and shocking season for us this year. There's no two ways about it. It's you can't dress it up any other way of how it's been on the pitch. But you know, there's an opportunity to hopefully put things right and bounce back. Whoever that's going to be at the club, in charge of the team, or the players themselves. But yeah, it'll be great to all come together, um, enjoy a derby or two, and maybe renew some acquaintances with sort of former Saints connections as well, with people at other clubs as well. If you're reading between the lines
Mm.
at this moment in time with potential appointments and things. So yeah, there's a lot to be positive and a lot to look forward to. And I think once there's that little summer break a little bit, and you know, we put this season completely behind us. As I say, learn from it. Don't forget it, because I think the hurt of a season like this is something that you can use as fuel to propel you forward in the future. So I like to think that you know, what we learned and what we experienced through this season never leaves us, but we use that as fuel to sort of push us forward to bigger things and more success in the future. So that's how I look at it anyway.
Amazing. Well, listen, good luck with Benali on tour. We march home. We'll all be there at St Mary's on Sunday afternoon to welcome you back. I'll keep my fingers crossed for the weather. And I know you've got a great bunch of people. You're going to have a brilliant few days, and you're going to raise a lot of money. So good luck, and thanks, Franny.
Pleasure. Take care. All the best.